Taladin and Devin were already waiting for them when the two dragged themselves to the training arena. 2 punching bags were set up with targets painted onto them. "We're going to start with more offensive techniques today," Devin said. "We want you to use your hands and feet to hit the most sensitive areas of a person's body effectively. Come here, Devin, and I'll show you how it's done." She led Devin over to a corner of the arena and started showing him how to hit the punching bag effectively. Taladin turned to Dylan, one hand on his arm, and said, "Well, I guess we'd better get started." Yesterday, they had all trained together. Now it was going to be one-on-one with just her and Taladin. Why did she have to get stuck with him? Dylan watched closely as Taladin hit the punching bag with precision, but when it came to be her turn, her shyness got the best of her. She ended up meekly hitting the stuffed targets in all the wrong places. "You've got a lot of strength, but no form. Try to control what you're doing," Taladin said, grabbing her hands and showing her how. Dylan tried again, but only ended up doing worse the second time around. "No, that's not it. You're doing it wrong," Taladin said. He once again showed her, shaking his head when she failed. An hour later, Dylan felt discouraged. Every other second, Taladin was pausing to change her position or to tell her what she was doing wrong. He was being extremely critical. She glanced over at Devin on the other side of the arena. He seemed to be having no problems, as was typical of her overachieving brother. What's the point, she thought, performing slowly and without heart. I'm just not cut out for this. "Come on, how do you expect to disarm somebody like that? Show me what you can do," Taladin encouraged. When she lamely hit the bag, he stepped back, took a deep sigh, and looked at her with a puzzled expression. "This isn't working." He stood back and opened his arms wide. "Let's try a live target. Punch me right here in the abs with all you've got." "Right in your stomach?" Dylan asked warily. She didn't like this idea. Her dad had told her once that if you hit somebody too hard in the stomach, you could kill them. Killing her master on her second day wasn't exactly on her to-do list. "I can promise nothing you throw at me is going to hurt. Just try." He smiled at her encouragingly. "Okay," she said, before bringing back her fist and plunging it at him. Taladin wasn't prepared for her hit, and he went down, all the air whooshing out of him. Dylan gasped, clasping her hand over her mouth. "If you hit like that before, we wouldn't have a problem," he said, gasping for breath. The other two had noticed that Taladin was down. He started laughing and said, "It's all right, teacher's mistake." Savannah rolled her eyes and went back to her own student. Taladin got up, brushing off his clothes. "You do a lot better with a human target instead of a fake one. Here." Taladin roundhouse kicked the punching bag so hard it went flying across the training field. He then turned to Dylan, raising his fists. "Try that on me." Dylan recoiled. She hadn't liked the sight of Taladin on the ground by her hand, no matter how funny he had thought it was. She lightly kicked his side. "Are you kidding?" He laughed. "What do I look like, a marshmallow?" She kicked him a little harder. Taladin let out an angry noise and said, "You want to be a Rhodi or not? Stop wasting my time." That was all it took. Her face curling into a snarl, Dylan lashed her foot out angrily. It hit Taladin effectively in the side, and he grinned, happy he got her to respond. But that wasn't all. Dylan lashed out at him, throwing her fists and attacking her master with all her might. He wanted her to fight. She'd fight all right. When she went to punch him again, Taladin grabbed both of her fists, looking her straight in the eyes. "Rhodi don't attack other Rhodi, Dylan," he said sharply. "Don't you ever forget that. I'm not teaching you this so you can turn on us later." "I'm not a traitor," she spat, wrenching her wrists out of Taladin's hands. "Prove it," Taladin hissed. "I've yet to trust you." Her eyes narrowed. "Don't worry, the feeling's mutual." Taladin shook his head. "Take a 10-minute break and then we'll move on."